to the sea for a getaway. Car top down and we're driving just to feel young. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? Sand in your feet, feel the breeze in the summertime. Stars in the sky, one dime for a first time. Moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. Get off your seat, clap your hands to the beat. Grab your champagne glass tonight. We toast to freedom in the Caribbean, yeah. In the Caribbean, yeah. Dance, 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 smoke, smoke, smoke. Fire it up, let our lanterns paint the night sky red. Paint the night sky red, yeah, yeah. We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. And we're moving away to the sea. Moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me, is anybody there? Save me, I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday.
Hello, hello, welcome everybody. My name is Jimmy. I'm here with my co-host Rye. This is the Serpent Ascension League scouting for SAO, of course. This is the Solar, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, Solar. Um, First time. Hello everyone. Again, I'm very nervous, but hopefully this will be a good scouter for both of us to watch tonight or for today.
I certainly hope so. How are you doing today, Jim?
Doing well, doing well. I was kind of worried because I thought I was gonna miss this. Kind of overslept more than I should have. But hey, we're here. We're gonna watch some Smite 2. Hopefully, learn some new things about these players trying to get drafted for the SAL. See what where people stand out or how they play. I'm just excited, really, to be honest. But Ryan, back to you. I like to ask, what do you like about Smite 2 currently?
Honestly, I really appreciate the kind of the toss up of how the meta is looking right now. Like obviously there are some must bans and must picks like, Fenrir, Hercules, Neja, but I like how the meta is sitting. Like I feel like it's a little bit of a I feel like it's over exaggerated how unbalanced it
Mm-hmm.
is. I think it's a very balanced meta right now.
Yeah, yeah. I guess last update, it was just crit everywhere, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not having fun in jungle. Going up against a Geb and a Daji and a Fenrir, and I was like, dude, this is dreadful. I did not like it one bit. But as you can see right now, of course, your top bans, uh, pretty much, very consistent. I've seen these bans in ranked. Uh, I mean, if anything, are these like the top six go-to picks? But as we can see, New Wall is first picked on the order side. What do you think about that?
Well, I wouldn't say that they're all top picks and top bands, but like we're missing the Fenrir. Fenrir is still a very strong character, but other than that, oh, Fenrir is actually comp banned right now, so never mind. But yeah, a Merlin, that's more so what I would be looking for. I don't know about the Kali ban.
Yeah, I know they temporarily disabled Kali's aspect right now because apparently, from what I was hearing, Kali wasn't healing enough, and I'm like, that's not the issue, as we do see Thanatos hovered and locked in on the order side as well. Thor being very more global, that follows up with the Thanatos, Scylla being here, being picked as well. Uh, I'm be honest, I don't like Scylla. Um, the only reason why I say that is because I feel like her two is like an immediate slow, and then it always detonates with her crush and Sikkim. I just don't like being wrapped. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's the most annoying thing ever. But again, chaos with this Sobek pick. I'm gonna be honest. I really like this Sobek. I've seen so many Sobeks. It's annoying, but when you have a good Sobek, it's really good.
Yeah, I've seen some very hard to kill Sobeks because Sobek is one of the most safe guardians in the game. With that pluck and with the ultimate that gives him the ability to go through walls. So very safe guardian and an on her pick.
I've seen Honor, being more popular in this ADC role if that's where he's gonna go. Very questionable because, like I said, he just came out of nowhere, in my opinion. I haven't seen him played at all in much of my ranked games. But yes, you are absolutely right. Sobek with that Bluestone start, I don't know. I mean, it's just aggressive on that side already. With Apollo and Athena being hovered right now on the order side, another global ult, or actually two more global ult presence for this order side. I mean, what do you think this order side is trying to do here? Trying to make presence all across the whole entire map, trying to rotate as much as possible, or what do you think?
I think with the Apollo pick, it's likely going to be an Apollo ADC, or maybe even Apollo solo with a Nuwa ADC. So I think that they're going to be looking for very high pressure into the objectives. Apollo's been really abusing the Golden Blade Boomba's strat, so they have
Yeah,
nerfed it, but it's still good.
yeah.
So
On Yeah, because right now we see the Wheelix being hovered on that Chaos side. Of course, with on her knock up on his three, Sobek with the pluck, uh, and then Merlin with the two on his Void stance. There is potential for this Wheelix to execute that her ult. But yeah, I do agree. I feel like both comps are really good, and to be honest. They both shred objectives, but I feel like Order side has more of a secure because of that Scylla ult. Um, but I mean, but then again, that Chaos side, it's a single target. Once they pick you off, like I feel like you're kind of done.
yeah, I 100% agree.
So out of your honest opinion, I feel like if Chaos gets these rotations off with the Apollo, the Athena, and Thanatos, I feel like they can put pressure in any of these lanes. Now, on the Chaos side, I feel like the Sovek on her duo is going to be very aggressive. And if they can get that right lane going and like start putting their pressure in the mid or try to get some of these objectives early on, I think that would be huge for them as well.
Yeah. I think the game plan here for Order's side is definitely gonna just be like spreading them out thin, making these big team fights. Because as you said earlier, it is the single target. Like you have the disperse from the Anhur, you have the Awilix knockup and the Awilix ultimate. You just need to be singling out a target onto Order and just one-shotting them essentially. So I do think that Order side is gonna have to learn how to play around that.
Yeah, I mean, even if that, I mean, Chaos has to be careful as well with these or within the team fights later on because again, like I said, Sikkim from Scylla, I I dread it. Like I said, I don't like being wrapped by just one ability and all three of us are just looking at each other. But again, that left side or that Scylla is going to be an issue later on when she gets going or when she gets online. And of course, little jump battle in the mid, as always. I feel like it's tradition or a ritual now.
Yeah, I mean, I would be careful if I'm Merlin here, but Apollo takes the 1v1 trade really easily, but they're just showing some good sportsmanship.
Oh yeah, yeah. Merlin being how he is in the mid lane, it is rough, But yeah, Apollo will definitely take that trade if they do want to kill this Merlin early on. But it looks like a Welix is also hovering over here. Might see something, but I doubt it. Again, just another jumping party.
And it is Scylla solo lane with the aspect activated. That means she does not spend mana on her abilities. Instead, she gains mana for each ability that she hits onto an enemy god. And when she's at full mana, she can cast her ultimate that reduces her mana down to 0.
Yeah, I know. It's something. These aspects are a very nice change to the game, and I think it breathes like a new life to the game, which I really do enjoy. Because like again, with the aspect on Thanatos, you can go tank with extra health. Nuwa, I mean, her aspect's the most popular one right now, but I feel like with the changes on the Nuwa's aspect, I feel like she's still good without it being crit in her 4 now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like
hold up.
Apollo did take a lot of poke here, and they are opting to do a little bit of an older clear from Order side, but I don't blame them. I like this clear. This is what I usually go with when I'm playing jungle and mid.
Yeah, and again, like I said, that duo, but look at this right side. Thor is beating up this Scylla. Nice shell coming out from the Scylla. Crush. Scylla almost almost was first blood, but she has to be careful here because Thor could also potentially sneak in a 1. But again, great engagements from both sides. Definitely being careful. Again, Scylla, yep, falling down to the first blood to Thor, aka Mr. Timmy himself. Good job.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing is, like, if you're playing Scylla and you hit level 2 and you don't grab your 3, your safety ability, you gotta be careful. You gotta be extra careful here.
And Thanatos takes some damage here from the mid-fight Oracles. Awilix jumps in. Thanatos with the side. Awilix has to be careful here. She is low health. Nice knock-up. But Awilix might fall here because of Thanatos' passive, but Apollo does pick that up in the mid-fight engagement. So far, 1 for 1, but again, not goals, not really much of a difference. It is a little difference, but nothing too drastic. Again, this left side is being very aggressive.
I'm a little bit surprised, but I mean, it makes sense. With the changes to the Nuwa aspect, she gets a lot of pressure with her 3 and the cooldown reduction on it. So it makes sense that Sobek and Anhur do have to play a little bit safe here.
Right. Yeah, again, Thanatos trying to get some invade. Nice pluck from Sobek. Wall, Impale. Uh-oh, this Athena. Gotta be careful, but never mind. On her is look at the main target. Bees coming out a little bit late. Shell coming out as well. I mean, on her. He had everything on this Athena, but again, they just ignore. Nice 1 from Thor. Thor has to be careful here. Thanatos is hovering over on this right side. Uh-oh. Nice. Yep. See, again, I'm telling you, man, that 1 is... I hate it.
And it's especially hard into a Thor because it's also a cripple. So
Yep.
very unfortunate.
Welix hovering over these elementals. Nice but I don't think she's gonna do much. Maybe take some stones here and there. But uh-oh, I thought she was gonna go in for a second. I was like, hold up now, Wheeler. I like it, but I don't like it that much.
Yeah, and if we look at the builds here, Thor is going to be going into the anti-mage solo item. So it did get nerfed, so it's no longer giving the flat 35 dampening that you would be getting from one ability hit. You are instead getting a scaling. Oh my goodness, and Scylla might be in
Uh-oh.
danger here.
Yep, Scylla uses. Oh, not what you want to see on Scylla. Does she still get that movement speed on her aspect? I'm not too sure.
No, you do not get the
see,
movement speed in the ultimate.
see, that was one thing I was wondering because like I said, I don't play Scylla as much. But of course, you know, we see another kill in the solo lane, followed up with the Thor and Scylla going at it. Of course, Thanatos securing the blue. But other than that, I mean, it's close, but it's down only 400 gold. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, Nuwa ulting in, trying to get some damage. Maybe try to get a taunt. Oh, nice root. Ah, if Athena had taunt.
Of damage. That is a lot of damage from Nuwa.
Like I said, I think Nuwa is still really good. There was no nerf. I think with the aspect change, she's just better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's better, but the nerf was less so about making her worse and more so about nerfing a specific strategy with Nuwa and the Morgan, where you would just use 2 ultimates and it would kill like the squishies.
Oh yeah, I was part of that. I didn't like it. Oh, you see Sobek hovering in over here as well. Nice plug. Wheeler's using the ult, and goodbye, a new wall. Now we're trying to get some more pressure on this left side. I almost gotten the Athena, but again, 3-man rotation, or jungle rotation. Now we're fighting in the right lane. Thor trying to see what we can do here. Scylla has no mana, so definitely have to be careful. As Thor, oh, Apollo ulting in on the left side. Could he get the pick? He does get the pick as well. Athena also ulting in as well to see what they can do with their Wheelix. Next, execute from Sobek, trying to get out as well. Thanatos gets plugged, so he's not going to be able to get this Wheelix in time. But she still falls to the Thanatos. Now Merlin's here engaged. Does he get the pick off the Thanatos? I don't think so. Never mind, I stand corrected. Shell coming out from Sobek. Apollo is lurking, but here comes Nuwa to re-engage. Oh, nice dash, but again, Sobek does find out as well. Merlin does have to be careful. I mean, he is healthy. Now, Scylla coming in with the there's so much going on. And I love it. I love it. This is what I love Smite so much. Is so much engagement. Anything can go happen like anywhere on either map.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that even after all that, it's like still even. Like we're somehow trading every single person, and that does, if you look at the KDAs of the specific people, it is even. But our Apollo here is extremely far ahead. Like there's no level difference, but the item gap here is just insane. Oh, Thanatos is about to be dead.
Yeah, Thanatos got outpucked. Oh, but Hovering Death saves his life. Oh man, that would have been brutal for Thanatos, being picked off that early. But dang, look at that health. Yeah, if Nuwa's on the other team, yeah, he would have been dead. But unfortunately, he's not. They're not. Now, of course, engagements, plugging up in the middle for the Moonlight. Who do you... This Moonlight, this event, they have in Smite 2, what do you think about it? Is it a good change, you think, in your opinion?
I think when you compare it to the Stygian Beacon from Smite 1, which is like kind of what it's like supposed to be mirroring, in my opinion, it's a very good change. I think it's way more interesting, and you get the active item that gives you the movement speed for chase down, and you also get the Naga minions to reset your teleporters. So I really like it. It's honestly, it's one of my favorite changes, aside from the Queen Naga, the Moon Knight Queen. It's my favorite change in Smite 2, personally.
Yeah, I do like the push, like how it gives you low skirmish having in the mid fight. A nice taunt from Athena. Merlin getting that 2 off with the void stance. Shell coming out from Sobek, maybe fearing for his life. Might be a little re-engagement. I feel like they should re-engage on this. Yep. Thor is rotating over, so he's looking for the Apollo. Apollo does get out. But you know, again, it's just a little skirmish here. Now Thor has to be careful because he is all by himself, and he is by himself to the gray screen. Merlin trying to re-engage, trying to get some damage off. Scylla is trying to push. Well, she can just farm up. Oh, Thanatos with the hovering death. Merlin just flickers, sidesteps. Yep, does not connect. New wall trying to put some engagement on her, and Honor just sleeps out. And it looks like Moonlight will go to the order side if they keep this up.
Yeah, and as we head towards this mid game, like the biggest question that's going to be asked by the Chaos side is, what are you going to do against this objective pressure? Because even though you are technically you're still like relatively in this game and even, but if they get a good Gold Fury kill here, you might be in some big trouble.
Nice beats coming out from New Wall, but it looks like they are committing on this New Wall, but they have to be careful. Honor's gone. Apollo's rotating in as well. Sobek could be gone as well. This should be a Gold Fury right here.
And that is just very unfortunate because, as you saw, that was an Apollo ultimate and an Athena ultimate. You are not going to be able to fight this 2v2 into like a comp like this. Like, and now they just get a free Gold Fury, and the snowball is turning into a big problem.
Yes, as you can see now, there is a significant gold lead now on the order side. It was neck and neck, like I said before, but now, you know, Thanatos trying to get some invades off, which is going to sway the gold into their favor as well. Wheelix still hovering on this solo side, I feel like, but Wheelix has to be careful. Nice beats ult coming out from, you know, Scylla, but I feel like Scylla is going to maybe get out of this fight. Yep, she does. Oh, Wheelix does use the ult, but does not connect, and Athena gets the kill in return.
Yeah, that was just a little bit. I think it's really hard to time that a Wheelix ultimate where you can pull the Scylla out of her 3. So it's a good attempt, but the problem is the Athena was taking those Naga minion teleporters. Like, she got literally instantly into that fight, and you know, a Wheelix paid the price for it.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, builds are starting to get more redefined. You know, Thanatos has that 2 items and a 1.5. Wheelix only has, you know, 1 item finished. So there is a significant gold difference right now in the jungle side and in solo. I would be careful on this, you know, solo side. I feel like if anything, they just need to farm up and trying to see if they can fight somewhere else, because I would be honest, this right side's not worth it right now.
Yeah, if they could maybe get like a big 5-man rotation onto this dual lane, then like get the on her ahead, then maybe there's a world where they can turn this around, but otherwise it's very dangerous. Oh, very unlucky.
They're jumping in. Unfortunately, Athena was there to pick him off. Now Sobek doing his thing, pushing out some damage. Apollo ulting in on the mid. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. Oh, Sobek does not connect. Merlin should fall here, and he does. And they do get the Sobek as well. Unfortunate for this, on this Chaos side. I feel like they need to slow it down a bit, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I mean, if you just look at the like state of the farm, like you don't have any towers down, so you have no reason to be like afraid to farm. But we're still going for these fights. Like Sobek stayed in that dual lane fight for like at least 30 seconds longer than he should have. So, you know, you just gotta farm, and now obviously Order knows this, so they are going to be heavily warding against this farm strategy.
Yeah, and then you can see we saw Apollo and Athena over there on that left side trying to take as much jungle as possible, and it looked like they're gonna gank this on her, and on her does leap out beats coming out, and I mean this should be a freezy pick, and it is a freezy pick as well. So again, I feel like Thor ulting out. Ulting back in. Uh-oh, now it's a 2v1. You have to be careful here because Athena is here. And, well, goodbye, Thor. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Thor realized that the Athena ult was coming through, because I would not have landed in that if I knew that.
Yeah, again, Apollo dashing in onto this Merlin, showing no fear and not even caring about the Sobek. He still does a lot of damage as is, and Sobek trying to get to execute that threshold, but he has to be careful because he might fall here as well, and he does. Merlin does not push the advantage.
Yeah, and if we take a look at these builds, like we're getting into the mid game now, and this build from from the Thor is extremely questionable to me. Wormskin Hide is a very good item, and I do like it, but Resolute Mantle, I mean, you are playing against the Scylla, but she only has the ones you see, and I don't think you're getting a lot of value, especially when she just gets so much free scaling on her ultimate without, you know, she does a lot of damage. So I don't know if Resolute Mantle is the right play.
Yeah, again, Scylla does a lot of damage, but Thanatos using Hovering of Death, trying to find a pick. He does get the damage. Oh, nice. Oh, follow-up ult with the Apollo. Scylla coming in as well. Like you said, that rotating is happening on the other side of the team. Well, a Solo in the left side. Death on the right side. You know, now it is only a wheel up. I don't know what a Wheelix can do to a level 14 Nual. It might be rough.
Yeah, and this tower is not worth saving, Wheelix. You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, those minions hurt, and unfortunately, Wheelix does fall. We did see the Order side also pick up that Pyromancer, again pushing their gold lead ahead, almost up by 10k, but it's getting a little out of hand. You know, this Order side is, you know, pressing the advantage. They're winning these team fights. It looks like Gold Fairy is also the call as well, and they get that mid tower. So yeah, this gold lead is it's getting bad.
Yeah, and Apollo with 8-0 just absolute. Oh, that is a big shutdown though. So I don't know what Apollo's doing without his team, but yeah, I mean it's a good shutdown, but they're still very far behind. And Apollo goes Transcendence, Odysseus Bow, and Tearfing, two of the best proc items in the game, if not the best proc items in the game. And I'm just waiting for the Golden Blade to come out because I feel like it's very strong.
Well, Braggy's hard. I think that's good too. You know, with the objectives or something. I don't know. I don't play ADC. Don't ever put me in ADC. Oh, Braggy's Harp is on the new wall. And of course, we see a little skirmish here on this right side. Trying to see what we can do. Thor ulting out, waiting for either the Wheelix or Sobek to engage. They do, but Wheelix is just too dang tanky. Ooh, nice ult from Wheelix trying to get something going on. But Apollo is here as well. Engagement, time lock, but Thor might fall. He will fall to the Athena. But again, this re-engagement has to be careful because they are overstaying their welcome because Nual here is here as well. Sobek, does he make it out alive? He's trying, but he does not. This Merlin has to be careful. I feel like this Moonlight is going to go to the Order side.
Yeah, if Merlin even tries to step up, he's just going to get CC'd and one-shotted. Oh, and Thanatos is in the air looking for him.
Thanatos is looking. He does land connect. Beads coming out from the Merlin. He does flicker away, so he should be okay. But a Wheelix catching the Apollo off, but Beads and the pick on the Apollo. That's good. This is good for a Wheelix. They needed that.
Yeah, I mean it might be a little bit too little too late. I mean, with the on her pushing out this tower, he's only got 2 full items, and we're 16 minutes in. It's not ideal.
Alright, it's not ideal, and you're absolutely right. But he has to be careful. But he does have, you know, that wave. I wouldn't say wave pressure, but he does have more accessible to more farms potentially, not getting ganked as much. But as I say that, he's just getting run down right now. Beads coming out. Athena still does have that dash taunt. He uses the ult a little early in my opinion, but I feel like Anhyr's just Anhyr's just gone.
Yep, and I mean if a Wheelix gets caught here, she's gonna die soon afterward.
You are absolutely correct. But again, nothing really much on the map as you can see. The only thing that's really up is Fire. Oh, Fire just spawned as well. But the Moonlight is gonna go back to the order side. So I mean, they could definitely do something with these Nagas being pushed up. They could probably take an objective. Sobek missing that plug. Nice beads. Oh, beautiful. Ooh, but Merlin, dang, that's a lot of damage, my friend.
Yeah, Thanatos, that one hits. That one hits for a lot of damage.
And Thor's here as well. Have to be careful, but I mean, he doesn't really do a lot of damage. Hovering Death being used, same with Apollo. They are going to re-engage. Thor ulting up as well. Fight happening in mid. Thor, get out, buddy. Do not land.
Yeah, that's probably just a Fire Giant, no?
Yeah, this should be Fire Giant for the Order side as well. I mean, this one's free unless Anhyr can try to steal it, but like you said, on her doesn't have enough items, and I mean, I think Order just completely shreds this fire.
Yep. And now that we're getting into into the late game, kind of, uh, I don't know. I don't think that there's really any way for Chaos to do anything about this fire giant. Like they have the fire giant for 3 minutes, which is, that's like 3 minutes too much. So they're gonna probably get all of the regular towers down, and then maybe a phoenix or two. So if I'm the chaos side, I'm just not taking any fights, especially into these Naga minions.
Yeah, it is going to be a little rough for the Chaos side, but Awilix is behind. Nuwa does have the dagger, so she should be okay. But Thor might be caught out right here. Egg is coming out, Awilix coming in as well. Thor does escape, but let's see if Nuwa can get the kill. Barely. Barely stays alive. But Athena trying to do something. Sobek with a nice pluck. But Awilix again getting caught out by the Athena. This Athena's putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, that's a lot of CC,
Sobek.
and I mean, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
But-
Thanatos coming in with the hovering death now going in as well onto this. Thor's trying to do something, trying to back him up, but the tower goes down in that right side. Scylla just being Scylla, a menace. Actually, this whole entire team is just unbelievably. Oh, the stun does not connect, but the one does. The root triple on the Thor. Thor does get out. Right side bird is fallen, but Apollo's just split pushing. He gets Middle Phoenix for free. They could potentially end the game, but Thor is up, it looks like. And he does land in onto Thanatos, but I mean, that
yeah,
was very questionable, but
I mean, at the end of the day, like this game is not going very well for Chaos side. So if you want to try something, I mean, might as well, right?
right, yeah, try something, but at least have the team with you, I guess. But again, fire, the Titan is being damaged or looked at. Thanatos being up in the air right now, but Apollo gets the kill on the honor. Looks like it is the end game right here.
Yeah, that was rough from the start. I mean, that was just a very unfortunate game. Look at the Apollo. The Apollo did not back, and I'm willing to bet the Apollo had close to 5,000 gold in its pocket at the end of that game.
Yeah, I mean, at the very beginning, I mean, it was very close. I mean, back and forth. But I think what really swayed it was that Gold Fairy fight on, I think, what, 5 minutes in. Um, that's when the gold lead started becoming very like a lead started to develop, and then like the Chaos side just kept. I think they overstayed some of their welcomes in some of these lanes or their jungle, and they just didn't really do much of anything afterwards. But yeah, I mean, if anything, look, I mean that the stat says it all. Newall doing
Yeah,
relatively well um, against this eight on her. I don't know. I think on her, I think the pressure was more on the order side. Compared to what they had on this right side. I do like the Sobek pick, but it just wasn't capitalized in my honest opinion. But again, the order side just had so much global presence and they used that to their full advantage. Chaos on the other, unfortunately, did not really execute, I guess, with their draft. I see the vision, um, but it's just unfortunate.
come floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
More than lovers, destined to find one another. Like lightning and thunder, can't have one without the other. It was raining in the skies. We can't be torn apart. We are linked together, forging fire forever. We are linked.
Welcome back to another game of the Serpent Ascension Link. Again, it is I, Juicy Jimmy, again with Rye. Coming in with a game one. Looks like a little one-sided early on, but again, hopefully in this game two we could probably see something else coming out from either teams because we are introducing what's called Fearless. I don't know if people know what Fearless is, but it means the gods that they played in game one are not allowed in game two, so potentially up to 16 gods are technically banned. What do you think about that, Ryan?
I think it's going to be interesting because with most of the best gods being banned, like well, Merlin was picked and Thanatos and Thor, and Athena and stuff, it means that we're going to see like a very interesting draft from this side.
Especially with all the global ults coming from that from the order side in the previous match, they will no longer be playable. As of course we see an Azal ban immediately. I feel like these bans might be the same, if not identical from game one. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think they're pretty standard bans. Hercules, Daji, Neja, Pele. They're all very strong characters. And banned for good reason.
And like you said, for good reason. Because trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you definitely do not want to go up against these guys because man, do they are something. Once they get ahead. But moving ahead, what kind of comp do you think either team is going to go for, or do you think they're just going to go for comfort picks, or do you want to see something different?
Well, I think at least from as far as like like a fully team wide comp, there are going to be a lot more CC ultimates. Like in the last game, there was only Thanatos' Hovering Death and the Thor ultimate. There wasn't as much like AOE wide CC, so I think we're gonna see a lot more of that into this game.
Now we do get to see the bands coming out: Najal, Pele, Daji, Mercury, Odin, and Hurt. Again, typical bands, all physical, no magical whatsoever. Hate to see it. But again, these gods are banned for a reason. They are really good. They are very ahead. But as we see Cerberus being first picked, what do you think about this pick?
I mean, I think it makes sense. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I called it team wide CC. It's a very good
Mhm.
ultimate, one of the best support ultimates in the game.
Yeah, and Cerberus does get that pressure wherever he goes, either in solo or duo. Because if you're a good Cerberus player, you can put this pressure anywhere. And I mean, your rotations are going to be phenomenal no matter what. Now we do get to see the Chaos side. Trying to think about what they want to pick for these first two picks. What do you think they might be going for?
I mean, it might be time to pull out a Jingwei. I mean, Jingwei isn't she's not as strong as she was before the hot fix, but I still think she's a very good pick, especially into like a Cerberus. Like it's because if you're able to get that safety while he's ulting, then you're gonna be set.
Yeah, and then we see Chaos lock in Gilgamesh and Loki. Again, Gilgamesh is one of the previous new gods added. I don't really, I don't know. I feel like Gilgamesh is a little lackluster. Um, I don't know if that's just my opinion. I really haven't seen Gilgamesh do much of anything. But you called it, Jingwei getting picked up for the order side instead of the chaos. I mean, I guess that's something taken away from the chaos if they wanted to implement it. But again, this Achilles being picked up as well, really good pressure. If and execute just like before, nothing different. But again, well, hopefully we see what chaos responds into something else because I'm gonna be honest, Gilgamesh and Loki don't really scream. Oh, we got this. I mean, Loki does have a single target, pick off ability. But once the teams fight happens, I feel like Loki's gonna fall off. Baron being hovered and Discordia being hovered here as well. Like you said, CC engagements. Baron has life of the party. Disco with the apple and the root from the two, and Bari being locked in as well.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a very scary comp from the order side. You have a lot of single target focus with the Nemesis and the Jingwei, but you equally have AoE. Like you have everything that you need in a team comp. You even have an execute to boot. So Chaos is going to need to do some very interesting plays to be able to turn this around.
Yeah, and you can see we finish it off with a Danza Burrow in the last pick for the Chaos side. I'm assuming that's going to be a Danza and a Baron in the duo lane. I think it's very safe, not very aggressive because again, if this is Cerberus solo, I feel like the Cerberus is going to be a little bit more aggressive than a Baron and a Danza. But again, I mean, overall matchups, I feel like it's pretty much even. There's definitely going to be a lot more skirmishes, a lot more fighting, I feel like. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and with Gilgamesh being picked up, there's a question that I always think about whenever I play into or against the Gilgamesh, and that is, are we grabbing Stampede to counter the ultimate? Because that's like going to be the name of the game for the enemy team for order side support or solo laners.
I feel like you have to go Stampede. I mean, I think it's just a very well-rounded ordeal, but Nemesis can dash out, Jingwei can fly out, Cerberus can jump out as well, Achilles can, I guess, technically dash out in a way. The only one that has to be careful is definitely this Bari. But again, let's just, you have to wait and see how they execute it. But I feel like on the other side, Baron needs Stampede because he has no mobility. He cannot get out. So if he is locked down or anything like that, Baron is easy picking,
Yeah, and especially when he's going this aspect, he's going to be getting a little bit more damage output, but you're sacrificing a lot of your team-wide AoE healing, so I don't know how effective that's going to be into a comp that's going to be single targeting one of your backliners and just kind of one-shotting them. So we'll see what happens as the game progresses.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, why did Baron go aspect? Because I thought that was more of your damage ordeal, and it's a single heal to himself. So, like, is this Baron saying, nah, good luck, everybody. I'm looking out for myself. So is this Baron gonna be more selfish, or do you think he's gonna be more of another solo laner bruisey kind of ordeal, where he's wants to do more engagements?
I mean, with the rest of his comp, there's only the Gilgamesh is going to be pretty good at engaging. Like he's got the very long knockback, he's got the ultimate, etc., etc. So I think the Baron is going to probably try to be more of a backline protector, but I guess the only reason he's going the aspect is because he wants damage to be the mitigation. He doesn't want it the other way around.
Right, now we do see a little skirmish here in his solo lane. Achilles trying to invade the blue, respectfully, of course. But then again, he's trying to be an inconvenience to this Gilgamesh, trying to do something. Gilgamesh has to do something here. He can't just let this happen.
And
of course, sharing minion for minion.
The Achilles leveled his too.
Yeah, which is very, odd, I guess, but Achilles has to be careful here because if anything, Loki and Discordia can rotate. to get a free pick. But again, they're just fighting. Beats coming out early for this Achilles potion being out, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan of that at all. I get it, I understand why, but I just was not a fan of that.
That could have been executed a lot better if he had leveled his 1. But surely it's a misclick to level the 2, right? Like surely.
It has to be, but again, you know, we see this Cerberus being really aggressive into the Don and taking out some damage again. It looks like this order side is being more fluid in a way again, but Gilgamesh trying to invade, but unfortunately, I mean, Gilgamesh is level 2, Achilles is still level 1. Yeah, I'll be honest, I feel like that solo lane was a little questionable in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. And now you're gonna have to play from behind basically for the entire game if you're Achilles. Like, he could maybe even die here. Like, this is dangerous.
Yep, going against a level 2, knockback being connected as well, but he is level 2, so yeah, he will live, but again, you know, you are playing behind. Potential kill in middle, and then Discordia does get the first blood. Follow up, oh, with a return kill as well.
Yeah, and they did force the Danza back, so there's going to be some pressure into this dual lane, so they're going to be able to get most of these contested objectives, like the yellow buff and the gold buff, but I don't know. I think the eye of this game might be on to this Loki. Wow, I'm actually shocked that the Achilles is. That just kind of goes to show just how unmeta Gilgamesh is.
Yeah, or you're a really good Achilles player, and I'm sorry that I bad talked to you because you are doing some damage over here in his right lane, and he connects, and he lives by the skate of his teeth. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would have been impressive, you know, Achilles from behind, then all of a sudden get a kill in return. That'd have been huge for him.
Yeah, and you know,
doing some poke.
Princess Bari she did get the first blood. She was the first death on her team. So, you know, she's going to be a little bit behind, but Bari is one of those types of characters where it doesn't really matter where you are in the game, because as soon as you hit level 5, you essentially just become a walking ult bot because your ultimate is one of the best in the game and it gives you your passive unlocked. So this invade could go very well. The level 5 difference is big.
Yeah, Discordia only sees the red trying to do anything. Her dash is down. This could be huge as well. Ult coming out. Blink from the Nemesis, but does connect your ult. Uh-oh, Loki has to be... Oh, Loki does get the pick. Nem coming out with the ult. Bees coming out as well. See what we can do in that jungle fight. Gilgamesh might be rotating over to this. I don't know. He is rotating, but Nem does fall as well. And Gilgamesh gets the assist technically because of that range.
Yeah, this game is very interesting so far. It's still even, but I would be like personally, I'd be mad if I was the Gilgamesh. Like, if I'm playing this Gilgamesh and I get a level 1 lead just from the beginning of the game, and then guess what? He's just playing a better character, so I can't trade into him. That's very upsetting.
Yeah, and again, not really much going on with the map as well. Of course, you could say contesting the camps, everything like that, just fighting here and there. Nice knockback. Beats coming out again from this Achilles. Not really much going on across the map. Everyone's still farming. A slight level lead going for the Chaos side. But again, no one's really making a move just yet on any objectives.
Yeah, and it is past 5 minutes, so Gold Fury is up, and Nemesis is sitting in that dual lane jungle. There's going to be a little bit of an invade. I just want to see this tower dive. Maybe it could work with the ultimates coming out. If you get a good Cerberus ultimate and onto this Danza Burrow, you're going to either pull his ultimate or you're going to kill him. And it looks like they might just go straight for gold.
Oh, it looks like this invade's coming on his right hand. And Windsor Smash comes out. Everything coming out from gank duo from the Loki. Now Bari has to be careful, but Bari is out. Nice rotation from the Loki, trying to do something over there in that right side, but gold is being pulled by the order side. Danza ulting in, does connect, but he has to be careful because he is all by himself. so much is going on. Ults for ults, death for death, but somehow, some way, it looks like Chaos gets the gold.
Yeah, and that was like, if I'm the Danzaburo did ultimate in there and he died for it, but he hit he hit the backline very well, and that kind of caused the fight to turn into their favor. So very good ultimate from Danzaburo.
Exactly, like a sacrificial lamb in a way. But again, you know, he did get the gold. He did get some assists. Oh, Bari. Okay, I was gonna say, Bari, you gotta be careful here. I don't know if you see the Loki, but Baron, not so much. Of course, now we do see a little bit more significant gold lead coming out. That Chaos is starting to push the lead somewhere else. Achilles trying to bait this Gilgamesh, and Nemesis is here hovering, but I think Gilgamesh knows it.
Yeah, and Loki is sitting in the jungle. They're next to the blue buff, but this fight might turn bad if the Loki gets here fast enough.
Knockback does being connected. Oh, Gilgamesh has to be careful, but Achilles ulted under the tower. Loki, that's an easy kill, but never mind. Winter Smash comes out from Gilgamesh, but Loki trying to fight off the Nim. Nim doesn't have anything. Ult in, ult, and well, goodbye, Nim.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of fighting going on in mid too. I mean, Baron Samedi with the root onto the Cerberus does not matter. This objective might be bad because Disco has ultimate, but I mean, so they have all ultimates up in mid, so this could be big. The ult trade is better for the order side if you get it off first.
Right, you know, Cerberus trying to be somewhat aggressive. The root does connect on the Cerberus. Life of the party now coming out. Shell, beads. Uh oh, the Holt from Cerberus comes out. Does connect with the ult on Disco. Loki's gonna get on the Bari. Nice single targeting. Cerberus has to be careful, might get a double kill from the Loki. He does not, but now Loki's being looked at as well by the order side, and he might fall here, and he does. And it looks like order gets the Moonlight.
Yeah, and and with all this farm up, you kind of just like want to like take your time and just back up a little bit. If you are order side, you only really need one person there. You literally have every single camp up. So, you know, this lead is you're kind of pulling it back. Like, it's not like your game is over, especially with all of the camps on the right side that you're going to be able to farm.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you know, nice response for the order side. They do close that gold lead down, you know, by but again, it's just getting control of these neutral camps. But again, you know, it looks like Chaos is always on these neutral camps, but Nim trying to do something here. Saffron Meriden being used. Ooh, that's a lot of damage from Cerberus onto this Baron. Disco trying to get some poke off damage in return.
Yeah, Staff of Mirrodin item 1. That is one of the. I mean, that is a very interesting item choice. I do like it though, especially on Princess Bari. So you could potentially. Oh my goodness.
Uh oh, Donza has to be careful. Oh, ult from this Loki, but Donza may get out. Yeah, he does get out because he doesn't. Jingwei doesn't know where he's at. But a kill comes off in the mid lane. Loki following up on his Jingwei because she does not have ult or anything. But Loki does get the pick. Yeah, that was just crazy.
Yeah, that invisibility is frustrating at times, especially when you don't have, you know, a team around you to chase him down. But we got the Rage coming out from the Jingwei on the item 2, and we have the Devil's Gauntlet. And like I said earlier, there is the Stampede coming from both sides. We have a Stampede on the Cerberus and the Baron Samedi. And interesting item choice here. We do have a Soul Reaver, item number 2, for the Discordia. I'm not sure I see the vision here.
Yeah, building Soul Reaver this early is kind of. I was gonna ask you, like, is this good? You know, second item. I mean, I get it. You know, some of these tanks are gonna be like really healthy or very tanky. You know, kind of early on if you know they do start fighting. But I mean, again, there's like really no power into it, so very questionable in my opinion. But Achilles, looking at this rotation, has to be careful. Does fighting in the solo lane. Loki's here, or I'm sorry, Baron is here. But gold is being looked at by the other side. life of the party ends when Shamat's being used on this Achilles. God, it's so bad.
Did you get the golden apple here? Just just because.
Yeah.
Disco is gonna get chased down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's unfortunately with the Nim. Disco and Nim wins that 10 out of 10. You're not going anywhere against this Nemesis. Now Baron being looked at by the Nemesis, so Baron has to be careful here because T1 is no longer safe. And T1 does fall down as well. Loki trying to see if he can try to capitalize on some of this farm. He does have a level lead. But I'm be honest, Oathsworn or Jotun's Hydras, I feel like I'm more scared than Loki right now.
That is you're 100% right. The only value that Jotun's is going to be giving you over Oathsworn is your ultimate cooldown, but on Loki, you kind of don't really need it. He has one of the lower ultimate cooldowns as far as assassins are concerned. So I don't know. Jotun's isn't a bad item, but you would like to see a little bit better. Like you would want to see maybe Brawler's Beat Stick, or Loki is very good with the like hybrid items in this, in my opinion.
I was kind of surprised not to see no Sworn coming out from this Loki as well, because it does shred frauds. But Jing Wei's getting confused. Nice wrap ult coming out from the Jing Wei. I believe this Jing Wei should be alright, but never mind. Don's ult as well. B's following up as well. Nem hovering over, thinking maybe she could probably take this fight. She probably could, but let's not get complacent. But Nem is looking at the Donza ult coming out from the Nem. Nice wrap. B's coming out. Not B's, I'm sorry. Life of the party coming out, but Nem lose the life instead.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. And Nem is going Dormammu. Definitely going into more of a auto attack build, and that's like kind of Nem's whole thing with her really good attack chain. But I would usually go with like a rage earlier on than this. But there's a big fight happening over here, and Achilles might be in some trouble here.
Yeah, Winter Shamat coming out. Oh, nice Aegis from the Gilgamesh. He did connect with the execute. But yeah, it's just like beat for beat over here in the solo lane. Two solo laners coming out. Oh, Cerberus, we see you. But we're not gonna address it. But yeah, I mean that solo lane. I mean Gilgamesh was just smacking him because he has Death Souls, Berserkers, and Shoguns. So his attack speed is there. But again, Achilles with this Hydras and Jotuns. So yeah, he's just more damage. But again, Achilles is just like getting caught out by these rotations. So he definitely has to be careful.
Yeah, and I really don't know. I really don't know why the Achilles is going Hydras and Jotuns. Definitely very strange items on this character. You almost always want to be going hybrid items. Like you want to go Shield Splitter. You want to go, even more like full damage, full defense items are better used on Achilles because he gets so many procs from his passive. But here comes Danza.
Yeah, Jing Wei stepping up on the tower again, ulting out, but Danza does connect. Then Nem's also here as well, so Danza does have to be careful for the counter engagement. Blinks in. Baron is here, so Jing Wei might fall, and well, Jing Wei does fall. But Baron now being looked at now on the Nem and the Cerberus, so he has to be careful because Danza is going to be out. Nor Danza's just going to re-engage, but Bari ulting in as well. Now we see an engagement over here on this left side. B's coming out, Shell, Aegis, ult. Loki ulting in onto the Nem, does find the pick. Cerberus trying to get the pick off of Loki, but Loki does fall. Now jumping out as well. Now trying to see if they can pick off their Cerberus. They are chasing them down. And getting close, it's getting close. They can land. And it does. They do pick off the Cerberus.
Surely this is just a gold fury play, right? And I mean, Achilles is just getting absolutely autoed down. Holy smokes.
Yep, Winter Shamash coming out from this Gilgamesh, now being knocked back. Oh, you get a nice stun, so you're gonna do, but again, knocked back coming out from the Gilgamesh. Achilles has to be careful, but he gets out again. Even though he doesn't have any procs, no protections, nothing, he does have damage, but he's still living. How is that possible?
It's just, honestly, it's just the character gap. Achilles just is a significantly better character than Gilgamesh, with the two giving him so much sustain and procs, and he has a lot of movement with his 3. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, and of course now we look at the gold. You know, it was neck and neck for a little bit. Now we do see a significant gold lead. I wouldn't say significant, but we do see a level lead coming in from the Chaos side by almost 5,000. So I mean, again, not bad, not good either, but it's still, you know, pretty even, in my opinion. Because yes, the order side is getting objectives. Yes, Chaos is getting objectives. But there's really hasn't been a turning point yet for this game.
I think we might be coming up against it soon because this Queen Naga is a very important objective. You get 5% of each stat, and you're going to be getting, you know, the objective relic. Oh, and
Yeah,
Nemesis just
Nem.
one-shotted.
Yeah, Nem trying to get out, trying to save her life, but unfortunately does not. Gets pulled back, but I'm assuming by the life of the party by Baron, because all of a sudden she was just in. Now Achilles being looked at. Ult coming out. Achilles might be dead here. But yeah, he's dead. Okay, I was about to say, come on now, somebody, please.
Yeah, and Chaos side is going to get that Queen Naga, and they're going to get this tier 1 tower on the duo side.
Uh-oh.
They might even get the kill.
Yeah, Jingwei has to be careful, but again, Donda does not get the T1. Oh, this is risky. Does it connect? No, it does not. Oh, you know, I'll be honest. Had one dash, she would have been dead.
Yeah, this snowball is not looking good. They might be able to get this Danza Burrow though. This could be big. Oh,
That's a
yeah,
lot of
big
damage coming out from
skull.
Donza. Yeah, again, Cerberus connecting. Oh, B's coming out from Donza. This is his chance to get away if he possibly can. And I feel like, Nem's rotating over as well, but Donda does fall down to the Cerberus. I mean, that's a nice pick. Definitely kind of scary, especially on the Cerberus, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a shutdown too.
Yep, and if we're looking at these items again, we do have the Discordia. She did go Totem of Death. Again, Discordia is just confusing me time in and time again because Discordia does not really have any good abilities to proc this. I don't know. She would benefit much greater from the Obsidian chart, in my opinion.
I mean, you could make an argument saying, well, I mean, again, Discordia doesn't really need cooldowns for passive alone in her 3. So, like, I guess you can make an argument, but I don't know. I mean, I don't play Discordia enough to know. But yeah, Totem of Death being picked up, I would rather see an Omp Shard. And then, you know, that item. But of course, these builds are looking to be more well-rounded, you know, in later games. As we're at the 19-minute mark, Gilgamesh going into this auto attack build with a very healthy build is that. Nem starting to be a little bit more into this leeway. I'm still really an item behind, to be honest, against this Loki.
I do think that is probably because the Nem hasn't backed recently, but yeah. I mean, the Loki is having a spectacular game, and maybe the Jotuns is kind of giving him value because of how much fighting is going on, and the cooldown reset on the assists and kills is nothing to scoff at. So, especially when he already gets a cooldown reset on his 1 whenever he gets a kill.
Yeah, Loki over here on this Jingwei. Jingwei has to be careful running to her teammate, but does ult and Jingwei ult as well. Gilgamesh fighting over here on these oracles, fighting, absolutely returning and taking all this damage. Larry coming in, trying to do something, but it looks like Gilgamesh, or I'm sorry, Cerberus is gonna be the one picked off. But he's living with the skin of his teeth. Never mind, he is gone. Now looks like follow-up kill from the Donza. Donza's in the back line. Does he get the Nem? Nem does fall. Now Gilgamesh Achilles all in the back by himself.
And
But it looks
this-
like Achilles will fall. Yep.
Yikes. Now
Yep,
they're
that
gonna
is
get
a-
Gold Fury. They're probably gonna get a tower or 2. This is not good for Order side. They are going to be definitely losing a lot more pressure into this late game. And it's all on the Gilgamesh and the Loki. I mean, if we're just taking a look at these builds, Achilles is doing nothing. Achilles is bringing no value to the team because you're not supposed to be doing damage as an Achilles. You already have really good base numbers. You just got to build some defense, man.
Yeah, and I mean, it looks like what we're seeing in Obshard. You know, I'm assuming this is gonna be Titan's Bane. So like,
Yeah.
it's just damage Achilles. So like, it is very questionable because he doesn't. Yes, he's relying on his passive with the shield, but I would prefer a more tankier Achilles because eat more of this damage that that the Chaos is putting out. But I mean, if you look at it, most of these team fights, Achilles is the last one alive in a way, but not being looked at because, well, I mean, everyone else is just gone. Well, and Baron getting the kill off of the Bari, and Achilles trying to do, or I'm sorry, Gilgamesh trying to lazy back, but in return just smacking Achilles. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Oh, nice
Yeah.
shot back. I thought it was gonna be.
No, he's dead. Oh, that's unlucky.
Oh, the Wizard Shot's coming out, and Achilles does fall. Yeah, catches Gilgamesh lazy backing, doesn't get nothing off his return. Now this should be a free fire giant for the Chaos side. Jingwei is split pushing, getting T2 tower. Cerberus is in the back, so like, there's not really much they can do, to be honest.
Yeah, and when we're 22 minutes in and it's a 10,000 gold lead, it's 9,000 really, but your only goal is to be taking these like small like wins. You just need to stack up a bunch of small interesting active usage from our Gilgamesh here.
We don't look at that. You saw nothing. It was a misplay, misclick. Definitely did not happen from this Gilgamesh, which is 6-0 right now. I definitely eating my own words because, like I said, didn't really believe the Gilgamesh. I mean, Gilgamesh is doing. I mean,
Yeah,
what
he's
he
doing
is
well.
intended.
It's just I really have to just point all the blame onto this Achilles, man. If you're playing Achilles and you're not going defense, what are you doing?
Yeah, now we do see a little skirmish happening on the T2 in mid. Little fight happening, but nothing dramatic. Trying to, I think you probably give this up, but in a way you don't want to give it up because it's just gonna make this gold lead a little bit more drastic in my opinion. But damage coming out from the Nim shielding. Beast coming out from Danza looks like, so that might be a nice engagement if Cerberus wants to go in. But Gilgamesh is wrapping around. Same with Loki.
They
Looks like
might
this TT
be in
is gonna
danger,
give up.
and oh my goodness, Achilles is in there.
Yeah, Achilles is in there, and he is gone because, well, no prots.
Yeah, I
T2
mean,
does
you
fall down.
just get one-shotted when you don't have any protections. Like, I don't know.
Now looking at Phoenix in the mid lane. Cerberus does ult in, does connect. Winter Shamash comes out as well. Gilgamesh in the back going in, but nice, dude. Again, just so much going on as well. But Nim has to be careful because she almost lost her life. Middle bird does fall for the Chaos.
This might be game. 5 versus 3. Okay, it looks like they're not going to try and run it down. I mean, personally, I would have panic ended there, but you know, it shows they're better than me.
Yeah, I mean, you could make an argument to say like, oh yeah, we can end. It probably would have been a stress call, but I mean, they were down for like another 30 seconds or so, so you could probably do it. It just depends on if the team on the orders, or I'm sorry, Chaos, was willing to commit to it.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're not.
So it looks like they're probably just going to run straight to this Gold Fury. And at the end of the day here, like, if you are unable to take fights, and I mean, Chaos side is grouping very well, so you're not going to be able to pick anyone off. You kind of need to just kind of re-look at how you're taking these fights. Like, you need to find a better engagement angle than what they've currently been doing. Like, I would say they need to try and bait out some ultimates and then hope that they can get a good fight with the Bari, because Bari is essentially online. She has Rod of Tahuti, she has Obsidian Shard, but you just need to let her, enable her to free cast onto the enemy backline, and then you might be able to do something.
Right. Yeah, it's very weird on how some of these team fights are going. Sometimes we see an engagement coming out from, the mid support on one side, and it's like the ADC and jungle on the other. Gilgamesh going 1-for-1 against Pyromancer. This is insane. I'll be honest with you, but I mean, it's just showing you again the props on Gilgamesh. He can basically do anything by himself. Now I don't know if this Jingwei, or I'm sorry, Bari and them want to fight this Gilgamesh. I probably wouldn't, but the rest of the team is gonna get this T2 and left side. Maybe potentially look at this left bird. Probably not. It could be a full-on retreat. Try to go back, spend the rest of this gold, finish off some items, try to see what they can do. Then maybe push for another bird if they want to, or wait till this next fire giant.
Yeah, and I mean, if they do wait long enough, it's around 6 minutes until the enhanced fire giant arrives. So maybe that's a play that they're gonna look for. They're gonna, I mean, personally, I wouldn't care because of how far ahead I am in this fight. I think they're probably gonna take the next fire giant as soon as it comes up and just run it down mid, or even just take one of the extra birds and then kill the Titan. So you gotta just go for a steal here. You can't worry about defending these lanes. You need to just hope that you can maybe steal the fire giant and buy yourself a little bit of extra time.
But would you say that if Order was to come back, do you think they potentially bait a fire fight and try to see if they can do something, or do they try to go for fire or full commit to the fire? How do you think Order can get back into this game?
I think the only way is if they manage to steal it. You steal the fire giant, you cocoon, you defend your mid phoenix when it respawns, and then you hope that you can get another fire giant when you guys are full build. But
Yeah,
it's
but it looks
not
like we
looking
won't
good.
see
They're
that.
melting that. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, it looks like we're not going to see this at all to fruition. But Fire Giant falls immediately to the Chaos side. So that's another 3 minutes for this push. They could definitely push now with these Nagas in this right lane. You know, potentially get this right bird. I feel like that should be the play. Or try to get this middle Phoenix again, just to weaken it. Who knows? But either way, something's going to happen. Gilgamesh walking in, Cerberus trying to do something. Nice poke on this Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh does leap out. But here comes the rest of the team, or Chaos team. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, they're going for this Phoenix.
Looks like Naga's gonna be in. Maybe this will be the engagement that we need. Right side bird is being looked at. Gilgamesh just being a nuisance on the other side. Right bird is still up. Nim is falling immediately. Life of the party coming out. Right side bird does fall down. Cerberus here is as well. See if he can do something. Ult coming out. Bees being used. Achilles has to ult out. Damage coming out from both sides, but it looks like Dagger. Oh, Dagger saves Loki's life. Barely. Donza's very low as well. And team is being fall back. Donza has to be careful. Donza does, or I'm sorry, Jingwei does fall. So does Achilles. And Winston Shamash connecting as well, but Donza's in the back saving. But Cerberus has to be careful. Cerberus does fall. Bari is the only one left, but she won't be able to do much because that is the game.
Wow. That was a very unfortunate game for the Order side. They kind of just like let it all fall apart after they left that second Gold Fury go. I mean, it was good plays from both teams. They just needed to readjust their team fight strategies and hopefully get some picks onto either the Gilgamesh or onto the Loki. But all in all, good game.
Yeah, again, like I said, there were some questionable moves and plays from both sides, you know, in the very beginning. But again, like this, you know, I feel like was probably the one questionable on my side because I feel like you go hybrid. But I mean, I feel like Achilles just didn't have the pressure or I guess the life to try to use this execute to the full ability as they intended or wanted to use. Gilgamesh, again, I'm sorry, you know, definitely put my foot where my mouth is. He definitely popped off. He looked phenomenal on this Gilgamesh from Gino, doing really well. But again, it's just like that overall pressure, the rotations coming out from that Chaos side. It just was too much for the Order side.
Yep. But a good finish to the game though. They did get some picks and they did manage to get everyone except for the Bari before they finished. So hats off to Chaos. Good job.
Yeah, again, Chaos, you know, wins this game, wins game 2 But as always, it is I, Jimmy, again, my friend here, Rye, and of course, production. You don't really see them, but Saifa, thank you as always to the SAL. Uh, Thank y'all, and we'll see you next time.